Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Let's talk about first-time home buying. I know that people dream about their first house and what it's going to have, and they all everyone has desires and things that they want. And often first-time homeowners think about, their forever home. Here's my list of things that I really want in a home, and they're sort of come into the process kind of non-negotiable until they see the price tag of that forever home. I would caution a couple of things. If you have high expectations and your first home is going to be your forever home, realize that the price tag of that home is going to be different than your traditional first-time home buyer home. If your expectations are so high that you're have all these wants and needs and they're non-negotiables for you, keep in mind that there's going to be a price tag associated with that particular home. And often these people with high expectations and looking for that forever home, they're looking for that perfect situation. And that perfect situation usually doesn't exist. And if it does, as I say, it comes with a price tag. And also it's going to be very time consuming because it's going to be limited. You're not going to have a lot of options out there. So in the meantime, you're spending money renting while you wait for that perfect home. I think that first-time home buyers should really, really think about buying a starter home. Keep your wants and needs to what you currently can afford and what currently could work for you. Think about the things that you can't change: location, yard size, square footage, layout. These are things that, are important. Do they fit the bill? Other things like cosmetically speaking, you can fix up a house, you can fix up a starter and build equity. And I think that's my main point about first-time home buyers, that try to be more modest in what you desire and your expectations, and let's just get you into the market so that you can start building equity, so that in 4 or 5 years you built up some equity. You've lived in a house, after living in a house for a couple of years, what you actually like and don't like in a house. If you're buying your forever home as your first home, you really are not that sure about what you like and don't like until you get into home and see how it actually functions. So I would caution first-time home buyers, get into the market in a modest way, start building equity, and I think you'll be long term, you'll be much happier. You're going to, I love the idea that, in the starter home, you're starting to build equity instead of paying someone else's mortgage by renting. So it is definitely a balancing act about your expectation and what you can afford and what gets you into the market. So I would say prioritize what is truly important to you. You can have your non-negotiables, but remember, at the end of the day, every house purchase has some kind of compromise. There's no perfect house. And I know from experience, my husband and I, we bought our dream house. It was our first house. We were newlyweds. And, in hindsight, that was a mistake. Number one, it was well above our budget, and the monthly fee to keep that up was quite a lot, especially with the taxes on waterfront. And also, when you're starting out, if you're a new couple, you have to also think financially. Am I taking time off to have children? Are we expanding our family? All these things will make a difference. So again, my whole point today is to caution first-time home buyers it's great to have expectations, but balance them with what your current budget is and what your current needs are, and maybe sacrifice a little bit with a modest home so you can start building equity and get into the market. I hope you find this helpful. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.